This is Algebra Lesson 6.1, a formula for slope. Slope is another word used to describe the steepness of a line or the rate of change of a linear relationship. So we are going to calculate slope in two ways. One way using a graph, and then another way just using a set of ordered pairs. So up here, when you look at a graph, the easiest way to get slope is rise over run. Rise is best thought of as the vertical change, so how much it changes moving up and down. And then run would be the horizontal change, basically how far it moves side to side. So looking at my first example here, I see a line, and if I want to know how much that changes, its rate of change, I can see the vertical change here and the horizontal change here. So that basically goes down 1, and then it goes over 4. So my slope in this case would be -1 divided by 4, which I can leave in fraction form, or if I wanted to get in decimal form, that's -0.25. My next example over here, I'm going to go from one point to the next point, a slope triangle, how much it rises, how much it runs. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4 units of vertical change, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 units of horizontal change. Rise over run. Again, I can leave that in fraction form. I could even reduce it to 2/3, or I could switch to decimal form, and that would be 0.6 repeating. Two more similar examples. From this point to this point, the vertical change here is 3. It's kind of tricky because the horizontal change here is 0. It doesn't move side to side at all. So rise over run is undefined. If you try to do 3 divided by 0, you will not get an answer. Your calculator will say error. It's impossible to divide by 0. So any vertical line is undefined. And then I have one more over here, and this one doesn't have any points for me, but I can pick any 2 points on the line that I want to. I don't have to use a specific 2. So I'm going to look right where I see a point on the line that has integer or whole number coordinates right through the grid marks. I don't want to pick something random like here. I want to make sure that it's going so I can count whole boxes. So I picked one here and one here. I could have also gone here or here, and now I can draw my slope triangle, and no matter which 2 points you pick, you're going to get the same answer once you divide them. So right here my vertical change was 1, 2, 3, and it's going down, so make sure I put a -3 for going down, and then it's going in the positive direction 1. So my rise over run is -3 over 1, which I will turn to decimal form. When you divide by 1, the numerator just stays positive, or just stays what it is, -3. Okay, now given ordered pairs, we're going to use a formula to calculate slope. And I'm going to try to type this. So given two ordered pairs, x1 and y1, and x2, y2. The formula for slope is y2 minus y1 over x 2 minus x1. Here we go. And we usually use the variable m to represent slope, but I don't think we'll talk about that till next time. So this is my formula for slope. I subtract the y's, and that basically gives me my run. I subtract the x's, and that gives me, start over. I subtract my y's, that gives me my rise. I subtract my x's, that gives me my run. So down here for these 2 points. First I'm going to label them x1, y1, x1, y1, and x2, y2. If I have those labeled, I can put them into my formula, and that formula started with y2 minus y1 on the top, and on the bottom x2 minus x1. So on the top, 4 minus 7 is -3. On the bottom, 6 minus 1 is 5. And if I do -3 divided by 5, I get -0.6. Is my answer. Last example, I'm going to label again x1, y1, x2, y2. And then we'll do y2 minus y1 and x2 minus x1. Numerator, that's -16. Denominator, 3 minus -1 is the same as 3 plus 1, so that's 4. And when I divide those, I get -4 for my slope. That is it for the examples. Good luck on the exercises, and let me know if you have any questions.